Shalom. Shalom, giving our praises, glory, and honors unto Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushua, by Hashem Kakwadash. Double honors to the apostles, the elder bishops of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to the 144,000 rest of the hopeful elect out there. This is your brother, the priest, Desire One from GMS Atlanta, back with another edifying video. And what I have here is, this is from Time Magazine website. And it says, Trump announces plan to launch private health tracking system with big tech firms. So this is another step closer to the MOTB. It says the Trump administration announced a new initiative on Wednesday designed to allow Americans to share their medical records across a host of apps and programs managed by private tech companies. A move that proponents say will facilitate easier access to those records across the country's fragmented healthcare system, but that digital privacy experts fear will risk making patients' data less secure. It says, for decades, America's healthcare networks have been overdue for a high-tech upgrade, and that's what we are doing. So this is a quote President Donald Trump said during an event announcing the initiative on Wednesday afternoon. So this guy Trump, he's moving quick, man. He's moving definitely to push the MOTB digital system. All right, with the passed the Genius Act, which ties the U.S. dollar to digital currency and stablecoin. He also signed earlier the big beautiful bill and a number of other bills that also tie into this digital system that is emerging. And it's not just here in the U.S., it's happening all around the world. But we're coming to that time. Now, I just put up a video. My last couple of videos have been with the internet becoming more and more restrictive to users, and you having to identify yourself of a certain age, and that's going to tie directly into how this word gets pushed out in the future. The MOTB system, because you have to provide a digital ID to verify your age, which now you just provide your license or a digital facial scan, which that's biometrics anyway. And it's going to tie into the persecution eventually, because they'll be able to identify who's saying what, who's bringing out this truth. But we know that Yahweh Bashmi Yahushua is going to defend his prophets, defend his elect. So back here's another notch on the belt for that MOTB system to come. It says the administration secured commitments for more than 60 tech and healthcare companies, including Amazon, Apple, Google, and OpenAI. And what does Apple and Google have to do with medical and healthcare? They provide telecommunication and internet services. So this just shows you that they're merging all of these companies, and this whole system is going to be one big database dump for a watchful eye on all its citizens. Right now it's private companies, and you get information from here and there, but they're going to tie all those companies together. It says to begin laying the foundation for a next generation digital health ecosystem that will improve patient outcomes, reduce provider burden, and drive value, according to a press release from the U.S. Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services, CMS. Making health records more easily accessible has been a goal of the federal government for decades, with the hope of allowing patients to seamlessly switch between providers, but such efforts have long been dogged by concerns over privacy and the challenges of companies offering competing proprietary record systems. It says the administration's new initiative, according to CMS, will focus on easily and seamlessly sharing information between patients and medical providers, as well as increasing the availability of personalized tools so that patients have the information and resources they need to make better health decisions. Initial goals of the initiative include apps that focus on diabetes and obesity management, using conversational AI assistants to help patients. So, hey, that's going to get rid of a lot of these uh, nurses, you know, or I should say these health consultants, that you can call, as a human. They want to put AI in those places. It says they're replacing paper intake forms with digital check-in options. So, as we've been saying, everything is going digital. They want to do away with paper money and coins. They want to go into digital form with digital currency. They want to take away how you sign paperwork. They want to do digital check-in. Now it says option is now, but soon it's not going to be optional. You're eventually going to need the microchip implant. Let's see here. It says the announcement was the latest move by the Trump administration to emphasize the value of incorporating the latest technology in the health system. In June, Health and Human Services Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. testified in a congressional hearing about how he sees wearables like smartwatches as a game changer in healthcare. So, we spoke on this before about, wearables is eventually going to lead to implantables. And that's going to be the MOTB implant, the RFID implant here in the U.S. and the NFC implant in Europe, and then you're going to have the Neuralink implant and other brain implants worldwide. It's going to be all over the planet. Different companies, different tech companies, and governments are going to introduce this around the world, with America and the EU at the forefront. The beast. It says here, we think that wearables are a key to the MAHA agenda, making America healthy again. My vision is that every American is wearing a wearable within 4 years, Kennedy said, which it's really the vision and the plans of the elites. Let me get a scripture. You know what? Let me open this up in Safari. Now, let me open this up. Yeah, Safari here in the browser. So now let's go to the scriptures here. And 2 Corinthians 2. And then we'll go to verse 11, because he said that my vision, it's not his vision, it's the vision of the elites of Esau, to implant everyone with a chip and then track everybody and keep tabs on everyone as if he's the Most High. And AI is going to be like the enforcing police. 2 Corinthians 2 and 11, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. Yeah, we are not ignorant of the plans of the illuminated ones behind the scenes, those that have an agenda, the wicked, the Edomites. We understand what their plan is. And I believe, the fact that, when you go here and it says, let me see, and it says this here. Bear with me a second. Right, so it says here, we think that wearables are a key to the MAHA agenda, make America healthy again. My vision is that every American is wearing a wearable within 4 years. I could see that a major part of Trump's presidency this time around is to introduce the MOTB, the implant. Within this 4-year administration of Trump's second term, because this is his last go round. I mean, unless World War III starts and he becomes a wartime president and he declares himself, continuing in office. I mean, there's a lot of information to go in on that point, but pretty much I see that the elites are using Trump to push this system in the world to getting the microchip implant. Which once that happens, which I believe it'll happen before 4 years, and they could even skip the wearables because they've already been successful in giving billions of people around the planet the C19 shot a few years ago. So, and not that people haven't woke up to it, but you still have billions of people around the world that would with the right crisis be pushed to get another shot, but this time it'll be an implant under the skin that would not only for the elites agenda, so-called help with the pestilence, monitor health, just like they want to do here in the U.S. And also you'll be able to buy and sell and purchase and have your records on the chip as well. So it'll be like a one-stop device for everything. Now I want to go up here to this video. So this is fair use. Fair use. I just want to hear him say a little bit here. Matter of fact, let me put the captions on, the subtitles, and let me play. Easily transportable electronic medical records. This will allow patients to easily transmit, even if they're different networks, and using different record-keeping systems. No matter what system they use, they're all transferable. Yeah, the key word that they use is interoperability. They can tell you exactly what your problem is going to be in 6 years. We can do it. Yeah, so they want people to really, get this device under their skin. But they want to make everything digital. So bear with me. Well, then I'm glad I said I don't want to know. But thanks to this announcement, healthcare providers across the country will also finally be able to kill the clipboard. It's an expression that's used capital with the capital C, kill the clipboard. Instead of filling out the same tedious paperwork at every medical appointment, patients will simply be able to grant their doctors access to their records at the push of a button. Just a button and you're all set. And all the information the doctor needs will be immediately transmitted. The system will be entirely opt-in, for now, and there will be no centralized government-run database. Yeah, right, which everyone, I'm less concerned than anybody. I say whatever it is, but people are very, very concerned about the personal records. They want to keep them very quiet, and that's their choice. I think it's a great thing because it will be absolutely quiet. Instead, doctors and patients will always remain in control, which we know that the government will do what they do. The benefits to millions of Americans will be enormous. Will save time, money, most importantly, lives. Okay, so I didn't really get to hear. So as you can see that, he's pushing for everything to go digital with the records, patients and doctors having access to your records. But what prompted me to do this video is let's see if I can get the brother's channel to come up. And the brother Tazama out there in Dallas. Shalom to that brother. Looking forward to see that brother again. But let me see, servant of, let's see here. Let's see if this is it. Let's see if it comes up. Serving of you much more shy. So this is a different brother's channel. Let me do this. Servant of Yahweh Shai. I believe that's what it is. Servant of Yahweh Shai. Okay, bear with me a second while I find the brother's channel. Because we got a lot of different brothers pushing. Oh, you know what? Let me do this. Let me go to Apostle Zahar's channel. Because he spoke on this too. But I said I wanted to look it up, check it out. Okay, and he's let's see, biometric entry exit visa tracking system. So bear with me a second. I just want to go towards the end here. And I want to get the brother Tazaman's channel. Okay, soldier. Okay, Salakia, soldier. So you go to soldier of, yeah, let's try this one. Soldier of Yahweh Yahweh Shai. Yep, this is it here. And he put this video up. I just want to play a little bit. Okay, so I found the spot I wanted. I just want to play a little bit of this here. Check this out.
Here, I'm gonna play. All right, and then I'm gonna read an article, get a few precepts, and Lord willing, this lesson ain't gonna take too long. But
and that's the brother Tazama speaking.
Hey man, the MOTB's here at the door, man. I was listening to Apostle Elder Tahar's lesson today, and he made the point, like, man, we counting down the months at this point. All right, and everything is moving fast. Everything is moving extremely fast at this point. All right, so without further ado, let's go ahead and play it real quick. Lord willing, y'all can hear it, ain't the echo.
But with today's announcement, we take a major step to bring healthcare into the digital age, something that is absolutely vital. You got to do it. Moving from clipboards and...
You said that it's absolutely vital. We have to do it. Okay, so they're moving healthcare to the digital age. And he said digital age. This is the age that we're in right now. You have the fourth industrial revolution, which is all going to be, now technical. Now you have biometrics, whereas they monitor, you and your being, all right, through technology. And then once again, they have all the right pieces in place to implement this.
So now what I want to do is I want to go up a little bit. Let me see here. We're going to play some more. Hold on, give me a second.
Trader Oz, we're officially launching convenience, profitability, and speed. And
once again, now you have...
Okay, here we go.
Have biometrics, whereas they monitor, you and your being, all right, through technology. And then once again, they have all the right pieces in place to implement this.
Fax machines into a new era of convenience, profitability, and speed, and frankly, better health for people. Under the leadership of Administrator Oz, we're officially launching this.
And he said, what? He said under the leadership of Administrator Oz. Now remember, all right, and they took this video off of YouTube, by the way. But I remember that Dr. Oz, which he's one of their administrators of health. He got like Dr. Oz, and then you have like RFK Jr. He's another one that's mentioning wearables. All right, Dr. Oz said years ago that he believes in the technology that you should be, people should be embedded with chips underneath their skin. And
yeah, Dr. Oz Um, so let me look this up because this is what prompted me to want to do this lesson as well. Dr. Oz. So Dr. Oz, he is the administrator, Mehmet Oz. He is the administrator for the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services. But he also had a show. As a matter of fact, let me okay, so this is how he looks now. Now that he's in office. It says Mehmet Cengiz Oz. He's from Turkey. Also known as Dr. Oz, is an American television presenter, physician, author, educator, and a government official, serving as the 17th administrator of the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services since 2025. So this is him here. Okay. He's Turkish, but he's a citizen of the U.S. and Turkey. All right, and he's an actual doctor. But now, what he did was some years back, right, on his show, he had a show, the Dr. Oz Show, or simply Oz, is an American syndicated daytime television show hosted by Mehmet Oz that aired between September 14, 2009 and January 14, 2022. Let's see. Each episode features segments on health, wellness, and medical information, sometimes including true crime stories and celebrity interviews. And one of those health, wellness, and medical information episodes or segments was on the Rfid implant and how you can use it to buy and sell. See, we here at GMS, we've been telling you about this technology, and when it came out, brothers did videos on it. And now it just so happened that now that Trump's back in office, this guy that was on television, Trump was on television as well, he's the president. So I guess now he got this guy here putting him into administration office as well of the U.S. But yeah, he this guy Dr. Oz pushed the implant, the RFID implant, on his show some years back. And the brother mentioned that you can't find it on YouTube, or you can't find it on YouTube organically. Certain brothers put it up. I think I did it. I think I put it up again. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the clip of it in this lesson here, and show you that, just for record's sake, for truth's sake, because when they mandate this technology, these are the Israelite groups that teach against the MOTB, the mark of the beast being the RFID implant. They're gonna get a rude awakening, and they're either gonna change their tune and start teaching the right thing, or they could double down. And ultimately, if they double down and they don't see the truth, then Yahweh Shai is going to destroy them for being false prophets. Because as of right now, Yahweh Shai is not dealing with these major groups outside of GMS. He's only really dealing with GMS and our affiliates, But these other Israelite groups, IUIC, ICPK, they're going to get a rude awakening when this technology is pushed. Because now look at what Trump's doing. Now he mentioned about Dr. Oz, let's see here, where is it? In this clip here, because also in this article it also mentioned about the Center for let me see if I can find it. So this guy Dr. Oz he's definitely the U.S. Centers for medic. You see it right here at the top. The U.S. Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services. So Dr. Oz, he's over, right, the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services. So best believe that he's going to push the implant soon. Everything is lining up. Everything is lining up with this chip being the MOTB. And we here at GMS, starting with the apostles, on down to us, we can see it. We can see what's going on. Okay? So I'm going to play a little bit more. Let me go back. And then I'll close. I'm going to close with that clip of Dr. Oz because we're close to the MOTB being pushed.
He believes in the technology that you should be, people should be embedded with chips underneath their skin. And
that's right. Dr. Oz is he's down with it. He pushed it on the show, and he's going to help Trump push it in real life. He's going to manifest it. And you notice Trump mentioned the digital age. And all these companies are down with it. It says here the goal is to bring healthcare into the digital age with partners like OpenAI, Amazon, Anthropic, Apple, Microsoft AI, and Google. And this guy Trump, President Trump, he's a puppet for the elites, as the brother's been saying. He got a script. You can tell, by the way he's speaking here, digital age. That's not something that Trump would speak. That's something that's rehearsed and understood. And he went out there and he's speaking it in front of the cameras, in front of the people, and he's signing these papers. The digital age. That's a code word for the NWO. Esau's Illuminati agenda. But the Lord Yahweh Shai is going to stop it. Wait till this MOTB is pushed, this implant is pushed, and the whole world is going to change. And eventually, as people start to get it, and the hour of temptation creeps in for us, the hopeful elect, we have to rely on Yahweh Shai, through faith. And that's when the Lord is going to cause the nuclear missiles to destroy America, a.k.a. Babylon the Great, and deliver the elect who didn't take the MOTB. And that's going to be a great day, man. But, hey, we are now entering into, you could say, the digital age with the MOTB, digital ID, and biometric tracking. So let's see if he's going to play a little bit more of this clip here.
Again, you can't find that video on YouTube no more because they pretty much scrubbed that video away.
Okay, well, I got the video. I got the video, and I'm going to put it here. And if you search hard enough, you can find it. Matter of fact, let me go back. Okay, yeah, so he was speaking. So let me play this. I may have went too far. Okay, give me 1 second.
And then once again, they have all the right pieces in place to implement this.
Fax machines into a new era of convenience, profitability, and speed, and frankly, better health for people. Under the leadership of Administrator Oz, we're officially launching this.
And he said what? He said under the leadership of Administrator Oz. Now remember, all right.
Okay.
Years ago that.
So let me go up. Bear me a second.
I'm gonna rewind it back just a little bit.
From clipboards and fax machines into a new era of convenience, profitability, and speed, and frankly, better health for people. Under the leadership of Administrator Oz, we're officially launching the CMS Digital Health Tech ecosystem to give healthcare providers, insurers, and software companies the tools they need to empower Americans with a 21st century experience on health.
Yeah, so he said they're creating with Dr. Oz, and I believe that's him sitting right there on the right, as you can see. So that's him right there, Dr. Oz. So Trump is pushing this digital healthcare tech ecosystem, he said, and that's, hey, we're definitely close to the MOTB. It could be here within the next 6, 7, 8 months, 2026, or maybe right before, we'll see. But hey, we're close. That's why the Spirit is on to continue to talk and speak on this topic, because that's a prophecy that's getting ready to come to pass. The vision is becoming more and more clear.
The key breakthrough we've made is getting many of the biggest names in the healthcare and technology to agree to industry-wide standards for electronic medical records. All of those great companies that you just heard have gotten together with this group of very brilliant people. I think but with today's announcement,
See that?
So there you go. There you go. So I want to get a scripture. Let's go to Habakkuk, the 2nd chapter, or Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 3. It says, "For the vision is yet for an appointed time." Well, you had this guy, RFK Jr., talk about his vision is for everyone to wear wearables. Well, the vision is the prophecy. And it's the vision that Yahweh Shai has given to his prophets to speak on before it's fulfilled. The elite's vision is really Yahweh Shai's vision, and they're not going to fully realize that vision. The New World Order, Yahweh Shai is going to destroy them. But this prophecy of the MOTB, this digital implant, is soon to come to pass. Habakkuk 2 and 3, "For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie." And this is the end because it's speaking now. And those that's not lying is talking about the prophets. Okay, Amos 3 and 7, "The Lord will do nothing, but he revealeth his secret unto his servants, the prophets." It says, "Though it tarry, wait for it." And we've been waiting for this prophecy to come to pass for years. What the technology is here, it's been here for decades, but it's become a lot more fine-tuned. They have the brain implant, and the infrastructure is being set up. It says, "Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come; it will not tarry." So it is surely about to come. And so with that, I'm gonna close out, and I'm gonna play this clip at the end of the video so you can see that the RFID implant is soon to come, which is the mark of the beast, the MOTB. With that, I say shalom.
One of the biggest discoveries is actually this tiny. See how small that is? This little chip may be the next big thing, and it sounds like it's right from a sci-fi movie, but people all over the world are implanting these into their wrists. So I asked my producer, Dean, to find out more about this cutting-edge technology and what it could mean for your health.
Whether it's our smartphones, our watches, our fitness trackers, or our Bluetooth headphones, it's clear that technology is not just part of our lives, it's running them. It's how we buy things, watch things, how we date, stay safe, even how we travel. Paul? Cool. We're so attracted to our devices that they're basically becoming a part of our bodies. But what if they really could become a part of our bodies? Well, guess what? They can. Meet the RFID microchip. This tiny chip, which can be implanted into your wrist, yes, I did say wrist, uses short-range radio frequency identification, similar to the tech used to track your pets or your phone. Once implanted in your body, it could identify you as you pass through the airport, open the door to your home. It could even be used to buy groceries at the supermarket. Now, your driver's license, passport, keys, and wallet are all inside your body, contained in something the size of a grain of rice. I know it might sound like sci-fi, but it's not. 10,000 people have already been chipped, and the number is growing. The possibilities are limitless, especially when it comes to your health. Imagine you're rushed to the hospital without any identification, but with just one scan of your chip, doctors know your name, date of birth, medical history, insurance, blood type, allergies, even the medication you're taking. This chip in your wrist won't just change your life, one day it might just save it. And that's why this little RFID microchip is the next big thing.